member of the Vandoos discovers he's been issued jockey shorts 4 sizes too small.
Yes, as dawn comes up, the streets of Lahr are buzzing with Canadian men.
Men hurrying to the place where the Army expects them to be at sunrise.
Home in bed.
Honey, I'm home.
Well, isn't this good of you, Leonard? Gracing me with your presence. Just 15 minutes before you're due to rush off to that collection of bits and pieces from Canadian Tire that you call a tank.
Honey, I was on duty all night, honest, really.
Oh, another night of duty. Oh, what was it this time? Maneuvers? Guard duty? Or were you heading up Operation Tiffany?
It's highly secret, honey. I'm not allowed to talk about it, really.
Oh, I see. Tomcatting to keep the world safe for democracy. Now, look, Leonard, I came over from Canada 3 months ago, and we have not spent a single night together.
Oh, come on, honey. Come on.
Well, it's just not fair, Leonard.
Well, I've tried to make it up to you, haven't I?
Well, yeah.
Come on. Haven't I taken you in my arms? Haven't I taken you in my arms?
Yes, I know.
And I've not done this to you.
I know, but every time you have,
yeah?
someone's going to yell snowball.
Oh, excuse me, Nancy, that's the phone. Hello? Definitely not. It's a trap. Crooked, underhanded? No. Tell the Kremlin I won't take yes for an answer.
President Reagan, it's Brian Mulrooney here.
Oh, Brian. How did you get onto my direct line to the armament talks? I must find George Bush another job. He's hopeless on the switchboard. Well, Brian, what did you think of my proposals on free trade?
Well, I'm a little worried about the dumping.
Oh, no way would the United States dump products in Canada.
Oh, I mean the dumping the Canadian press is doing on me.
Remember the first rule of government, Brian. Never complain, never explain. Just shaft them with a tax audit.
Well, we've got our own saying up here in Canada, Ron. I don't know anything about it, and if I do, I don't recall, because it must have been my secretary, and anyway, it's in my wife's name.
That's brilliant. Who thought that one up?
Guy called Sinclair Stevens.
Well, I wouldn't mind having him down in Washington.
Oh, I wouldn't mind having him down in Washington either, believe me.
Now, look, Brian, I've been meaning to call you. As you know, the Canadian Army is cooperating with the American Army on a joint NATO invasion exercise in Guatemala.
No, it's in Lahr in West Germany.
Lahr? Oh, not related to Bert? Oh, that guy played the lion in The Wizard of Oz. Oh. I acted with him once in a Paramount picture, Son of CB, 1943.
Mr. President, Lahr is a place.
Oh. Well, our intelligence tells me that Stalin is going to be watching this exercise from the other side of the border.
Stalin? Sir, you mean Gorbachev. They've had 5 leaders since Stalin.
Oh, those Reds can't fool us, Brian. They've all been Stalin in disguise. You'll be surprised what you can do with plastic surgery and a bit of makeup. Believe me.
Listen, Ronnie, that would make Stalin 105 years old. Who can run a country at that age? Sorry, Ron. Didn't mean to imply anything there.
I'd only be halfway through my 12th term.
Yes, of course.
Now, look, Brian, if the other side is going to watch, I want to watch, too.
Oh, but of course, Ronnie, and I'll come with you. In fact, we can both fly over together with the Canadian Armed Forces.
Oh, you've got a plane? You call it Air Force One?
No, we did call it Brian 1. But someone added on a few words.
What word?
Opposition 8.
Brian 1. Opposition 8.
Anyway, Ron, for security, I always travel under an assumed name. I call myself Abbott.
Well, I guess that leaves me only one name I can take. Well, I'll see you on the plane. Nancy, I'm going all the way to Europe. Pack me 2 bottles of Grecian formula.
Hello, this is ACO GFD from CIQM speaking for the CIGS of CFE.
5 AMU, number 2 AMO of ATS speaking.
We've got a 648 ATM for flight 761, read the 689-KPMG.
For the 492 QPW.
10-4.
I can give you 994 on that if you're BSII.
BSII?
Bloody sure it's important.
It's from the PMO via CDHQ.
Okay, name of the travelers?
Abbott and Costello. Cabinet level priority.
I knew the cabinet was full of jokers, but this is ridiculous. Okay, I'll see to it. Sergeant, what's on tomorrow's Boeing flight from Trenton?
167 personnel and dependents, 2 reporters, and the stripper.
Sarge, how many times have I told you?
Oh, sorry, sir. 167 personnel and dependents, 2 reporters, and 1 officer's mess therapy advisor. With her boa constrictor.
Oh, that's a lot better, Sergeant. Oh, okay, looks like some of them we'll have to bump.
And grind, sir.
Sergeant?
Sorry, sir.
If we put in a special module for 2 cabinet ministers, how many seats does that leave us for the others?
3, sir.
So that'd mean bumping 167.
Well, we could get a few more seats by putting in the smaller VIP module. You know, the one without the jacuzzi, the nightclub stage, and the bowling alley.
Give them the full treatment, Sergeant. I got a feeling these guys are pretty important.
Right.
And I'd better warn the Major.
Royal Canadian Dragoons, Major.
Henry, it's Steve over at Air Movements.
Oh, hi, Steve.
I thought I'd better warn you. We got a couple of biggies coming over from Trenton on tomorrow's plane.
Oh, you better believe it. Did you put her down as a therapist?
Oh, no. It's a couple of politicians.
Oh, well, I guess you can't get bigger ones than those.
I figure they're going to pull an emergency exercise to test you, Major. Thought you better know.
Yeah.
They're traveling under the code names Abbott and Costello.
Ah, 1 English and 1 French. I know why they're coming. They're going to test out our new concept.
What's that?
A bilingual tank.
You're going to teach a tank to speak French?
No, we tried that. It doesn't work. No, the use of both languages by each crew. Okay. Thanks for the warning. I'll talk to you later. Sergeant? How many tanks have we got operational?
How many tanks have we got operational?
All right. How many can you give me that can move?
Well, let me see now, sir. I could give you old 408 there as long as I can take a track off number 369. Then again, if you want a gun with that, I can take it off 282. Or, better still, tell you what, we'll leave the gun on 282 and I'll give her the engine from 728. As long as I can get the gearbox off 953. Of course, I don't know how the gearbox will feel about it. Or then again, sir, we could...
All right. Why don't you order spares?
Sir, the Army surplus store in Winnipeg we get them from went bust. But I understand there's been some spares waiting in Trenton since 1974.
Well, why don't we fly them over?
Oh, we will, sir.